Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk about tools. Not just any tools, not your toolbox, but the tools that you should carry on your motorcycle when you are out on a adventure ride. I'm going to go over my setup, all the tools that I carry on my bike, where I got them, what they are, how much they weigh, we're going to put them on the scale, where do I put them, all that good stuff. So stick around and check this out. Okay, I'm going to start from the back. So I'm going to take my passenger seat off, and then I'm going to take the main seat off. I'm going to show you what I got down here and where do I keep that stuff. So first of all, I got to pop the pillion seat. There we go. And I'm going to bring the camera in so you can see that better. So as you can see, it's pretty packed in there. Alright, so I'm going to start with my Leatherman. This is a Cobalt Leatherman. You guys all know it. It's a multi-function tool. It's pretty handy to have. It's not the greatest thing to do major repairs, but you know, in a bind, out there on the trail, you never know what you're going to encounter. So any tool is better than the no tool. So I carry this guy with me. It fits nicely back in here. Next is my motor jack. I'm going to take this out of the package in a minute and I'm going to show it to you guys better. Then I carry my Motion Pro Beat Buddy 2 with me when I have to do a tire change. Then down here, this is a little rigged. I have a little pouch where I keep a small ratchet in and some sockets just for small repairs, and I actually tie it to that little frame here on the bike so I don't lose them. That's all in that pouch, and I'm going to take all this stuff out in a minute and show you what it's all about. So next I'm going to take the driver's seat off and show you what I got underneath here. So under here I have a little Ziploc baggie with a bunch of stuff in that I'm going to open up in a minute. It sits right here between the snorkel and the frame. It tucks in here really nicely. And then I have my eastbound tools. And these just sit right here under that part of the frame and right next to the battery. So this is all the stuff I carry under the seat. Okay, on my crash bars, I got two of these little pouches. One pouch holds an air compressor and the other one holds some zip ties and a spare tube. So I'm going to take these out now and show you what they are. I got these strapped on with those Titan rubber straps. They're like knockoffs from the Giant Blue pronghorn. Got them off Amazon. They work pretty good. So I just gotta open these up here. So this is basically everything I carry on my bike with me at all times. This stuff always stays on the bike. I never take it off. So whatever repair I need to do, change a tube, fix something small, everything's on here. So I'm going to start with, I don't know, let's start with this little baggie here. Just a regular Ziploc bag, nothing special. I carry water welts. So this is a potty, you take it out and you smash it with your hands, and then you can, for example, fix a radiator leak or something. Around it I got wrapped around some electrical tape, so I don't have to carry an entire roll with me, and you never know when you're going to need it. And of course I carry the good old JB weld, because let's face it, what can you not fix with this? I mean, JB weld might as well call it liquid duct tape. And I carry a piece of wire with me, because you never know when you need to fix some wiring. So that's basically all I carry in here. So I already showed you guys the Cobalt Leatherman. Handy little tool. Got a plier, got a side cutter, or dikes, how some people call it, so I can cut my wire, do my fix. And I got all these little tools, cuts, saws and stuff in here. So this is always good to have with you. Next is the Motion Pro bead body. This for some people might be a little bit overkill. This helps you seat the wheel, seat the tire back on the wheel when you do when you change your inner tube if you have a flat. But it's so handy and it doesn't weigh much, so I like to have it with me on the bike. All right, next is the little pouch here. Now Ziploc baggie. And in here I have a little ratchet, extension, short extension. I'm carrying 8mm, 10mm, another 10, another 8. Okay, so I got short and long 8s, depending what you try to do, where you're trying to reach. And since we all know that the 8mm is the first socket you lose, it's not a bad idea to have 2 of them. That's this. So now we come to here. This baggie I carry just a cheapy gold old Slimer air pressure gauge. Nothing expensive, nothing crazy, but it's good to have. And I carry my eastbound motor jack. So I'm gonna open up all this. Eastbound is pretty cool. They are located in the Netherlands. So all this came from overseas, from Europe. It's not exactly cheap, but it's amazingly well made. So this is the motor jack. It comes with a bunch of pins. So when you have a flat, you can just extend this and then put it on your swing arm or your bash plate so that you can take the wheel off. Really cool to have. This one here are the tire spoons. So we all know tire spoons are long and heavy, hard to put anywhere on your adventure bike. These guys literally just clip together just like this. This is called a bead breaker. So this is supposed to go in like this in the bead and then you can break it. And this is an extension kit of this kit, and this is the wheel service kit. And Eastbound makes these for all type of different bikes. Obviously this here is specifically for my T7. So the way this works is, this is your front tool, and this is for the rear socket. And you can put this on here like this. And now I can crack open my rear bolt for the rear tire. And it comes also with the 10, with the 12 for the cinch bolts. So you can loosen the cinch bolt on the. So you can loosen the cinch bolt on the suspension in the front, and you need to take one caliper off. So they provide you this. And these 2 handles here are basically extensions for this kit. So you can make your. So you can make your levers longer. And I have mounted wheels just with this setup. So this stuff actually really works pretty good. It's very lightweight. I'm going to put it on the scale in a minute. But it's just so convenient because it just all comes together. Comes apart, sorry. You know, it all goes in these little pouches and it stores away so nicely. You don't have to carry a bunch of heavy tools. You don't have to carry long tire spoons or nothing. So this is a really, really nice setup. I'm going to put a link in the description from Eastbound so you guys can check it out. I ordered all this from them. I think it took like 10 days to come in. It was not too bad. As I said, stuff is not cheap, but really, really good to have. So next pouch. Oh, well, that's pretty easy. It's my spare tube. I carry a 21-inch spare tube with me, and I keep that in there. And this one got zip ties, because wherever you go you need zip ties. And in here is my air compressor. Let me take it out of the bag so you can see it better. This thing is pretty nice. It looks very ugly, it looks very simple. It's because it is very simple. It's just 12 volt. It comes with 2 clamps to put on the battery or to the opposite connection of this that I have connected to my bike, and this guy charges up to 120 psi. So this is plenty enough to pop up any tire or seat any bead. Works really, really well. It's nothing fancy, you know, no digital, no battery, no nothing, no USB, no flashlight. It's just an air pump, and that's what I like about it. I got this off Amazon. This was not too expensive. I'm going to look it up, and I'm going to post the link in the description as well for this guy here. This is pretty nifty tool. All right, and that's basically my tool setup. I'm going to put this all together here in the pouch, and then we start weight. We put everything on the scale, and I'm going to show you how much this whole setup weighs pretty much. All right, let's start with the eastbound kit. This kit is the wheel tire service kit, and it weighs a whopping 12 ounces. Wow, that is not bad at all. And then this is the extension kit for it. This is the tire spoons. 9 ounces. I mean, you really cannot go more lightweight than this. And here I have the jack and my tire pressure gauge, 6 ounces. Then we have the bead buddy. The bead buddy weighs nothing. Apparently not even, it's not heavy enough for the scale to activate it. So in here I have my little ratchet and my little sockets, 10 ounces. This is the heaviest part so far. And here I got my putty and my JB weld and all that stuff. 6 ounces. Then we have the Leatherman. 10 ounces. It is pretty heavy. Okay. So in here is the tube. This is 1 pound and 5 ounces. And then in here I have the air compressor. 1 pound and 8 ounces. All right, now I'm going to put everything on the scale so we can see what the entire setup weighs all together. Just going to pile it all on top of each other here pretty much. Just see what we got. Okay, so my entire tool setup is 6 pounds and 11 ounces. Well, everyone, there we have it. These are all the tools. These tools are always on my bike. I never take them off. They're always with me. You never know when you're going to need them. Some of them are really good tools, as I showed you, and some of them are so-so. But from my experience, if you're stranded somewhere and you have an issue, the crappiest tool is a good tool because it's going to get you out of the bind. So I have seen different approaches with the tools. Some riders don't carry nothing. Like, I'm not a mechanic, I cannot fix anything, I don't carry nothing. Some guys carry everything but the kitchen sink. I mean, basically a full-blown mechanic shop. I mean, incredible what some people carry with them. Pros and cons to everything. The guys that carries nothing carries less weight, but even if he cannot fix his own bike, he has an issue, the next guy might be able to help him, but he doesn't have the tools that are specific to that bike, you got nothing. So I always recommend at least have the basic toolkit for your bike, not for anybody else, but for your specific bike. Like a spark plug tool is very important. Always keep that on you. That's something I'm still missing actually for this bike. On the other hand, I see guys, like I said before, carrying way too much stuff. I know a guy, he carries a torque wrench with him. I'm like, you know, Kevin, what are you going to do? Are you going to change a head gasket out in the trail? Like what the hell, you know? It's really not necessary to carry that much. My suggestion really would be is when you start working on your bike and you have your little tool set up, try to do everything you can with just the tools that you have on your bike. Don't go to your toolbox, you know, don't ask the neighbor for nothing. Try to do as much as you can with what you have, and then you figure out actually what you're going to use and what you're missing. And then step by step you can put together a package that's going to fit you. You don't want to carry too much stuff, but you don't want to carry not enough stuff. So this is the method I've been using. I'm changing tires with all my stuff that I have on here to make sure that it works, that I don't need anything else. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for today. That's all I got. This is my setup. This is how I set up my bike. Just want to give you guys an insight where stuff fits, what you can do, what you might need, what you might not need. Hope this video helps you guys out, and see you guys in the next one.